All right, Detroit Lions have a laundry list of players that haven't practiced this week, or like Amik Roberts. He popped up on the list with a hamstring tweak. Terrion with a concussion. Still, Stan Laporta, he injured a knee. Graham Glasgow got a back. Taylor Decker stay on the injury list. Josh Pascal and Miles Frazier on the comeback, limited. I think Pascal had a back surgery or back injury. Kirby Joseph expecting to miss the fourth straight game, which I agree with. DJ Reed limited, but I would hold him out. So once again, they going in another Sunday night game, another important game that can determine home field advantage. And they shorthanded. Once again, they shorthanded. I just don't really understand where's the adjustments? Where's the scientific measurements? I don't get it. Where's that? Okay, what can we do different to preserve our players? What can we do different to be durable? It's the same thing since, Brad Holmes got here. It's been the same exact story. If y'all remember that song by Digital Underground, the same song. It's the same song. They draft broken up players. It's infectious. And other players get caught up by it. As simple as that. Injured players are contagious. It all, it's just what it is. One injury turned into two turned into 8, and they have to put a premium on guys and durability at some point to pick. Free agency, they get guys like Marcus Davenport that's been injured his whole career because he's cheap. You get a guy like DJ Reader, who is coming off a torn quad. He tore his quad twice, tore both his quads. Why you shop on the injury, why you shop on free agency for damaged goods, because they cheaper. But in the draft, it don't matter. Whoever you draft at that slot, you feel what I'm saying? Whoever you draft at that slot, you know what I mean? You feel me? That's just what it is. You got to pay them. So I don't understand. They got to start putting a premium on durability. If they're going to practice hard, they're going to practice physical, they're going to do more hitting than any other team. Because Avonte Maddox, he said that all these the hitting that they doing, it never happened in Philly. If you're going to do that, then you got to have a specific type of a soldier. Now you got to take the grit, the hard, the tough, word synonymous with grit or what the Lions want to be associated with under the umbrella of toughness, whatever it may be, or grit. You have to make the adjustment to say, hey, we got to get durable guys. Oh, yeah, we love guys who love football, but hey, man, we got to drive durability, because that's the reason that they didn't make the playoffs a year sooner. They started off 1 and whatever, or 2 whatever. Remember, they had that game in Minnesota, and I know a lot of y'all, a lot of these content creators, and y'all see a game and y'all forget. I don't have a photographic memory where I be wealthy. But, I remember that Minnesota game. I think it was year 2. And a lot of guys dropped like flies too, yeah. In that game. That's the game where KJ Osborne, I think he's from Detroit, they came back and beat us. He had the game-winning drive. A lot of guys dropped like flies. And after that game, they was like 1 and something, or they had a bad record. And the question came up. I won't forget this video. People were saying, oh, should they fire Dan Campbell? And if anybody remember that particular video, what did I say? I said, who you gonna get? like you might as well stay the course. He was able to keep the locker room together, and they survived that. But that's the year where it came down and they kept Green Bay out the playoffs. They should have never came down to that, to be honest. That should have never been a thing, because had they been healthy, had they invested into durable guys, they invested into non-durable DJ Shark, but him and, Goff relationship was phenomenal. That was still the best connection Goff had, especially down the field. Stretching that field. It's not been a better connection since then. Reynolds was solid, and, Tim Patrick was really good. But other than that, stretching the field, that was his best target. But then again, DJ Shark was 6'4" and ran a 4.3. I understand the gamble, but the first year, Tyrell Williams gambling on him, played a couple snaps, got injured. So this has been a reoccurring thing. Traded valuable assets for Trinity Benson. He instantly get injured. They've been doing that, taking assets and trading them for, gamble players or players with they feel have high ceilings. And, ain't too many of them worked out yet, whether it was offensive linemen, whether it was receivers, running backs, specialty players. Ain't too many of them dudes worked out or materialized, and it's still premature. But at some point, you know, when you bring guys that's been durable into your thing, whether it's Avonte Maddox, DJ Reed, and they're starting to get injured, then you got to ask yourself, what's wrong with our strength and conditioning plan? I think they fired the strength and conditioning coach or switched over not too long ago. Okay, what's going on with our facilities? Okay, what's going on with the diet? Are we practicing too hard? You always have to kind of make calculated adjustments throughout whatever you do. You know, when somebody first invented the cake, you think, you know, they made the cake on the first try? Absolutely not. You know, somebody made key lime pie or shepherd's pie, you think they perfected it, or gumbo the first time, even though gumbo a piece of shit, excuse my language. You think they perfected it on the first try? No. But yeah, it ain't nothing new. They going to a big game, they injured. They played Washington last year. They went down to Washington, big injury. Amik Roberts breaks his arms in the first game. So the secondary is beat up. What's new? That's been going on since they got here. The receipt, you know, they got to find a way to draft durable guys, or find a way to get durable guys, or we bringing durable guys in. We understood Carlton Davis. His history said he gonna miss a few games. We knew that, excuse me. Everybody knew that. We start bringing in guys who've been durable like DJ Reed, and they get injured. Okay, what are we doing too much? We practicing too hard. We need to take our foot off the pedal, not smash the metal to the pedal, and let our veterans get a little bit of rest. Maybe we need to hire stretch therapists. Maybe we need to work on hip mobility and flexibility, more of that in our practice, more than hit it. The adjustments got to be made. It's the same shit. Year 1, year 2, year 3. We are year 4 now. It's the same exact thing. Whether it was, you know, Gibbs tweaking his hamstring early, I think year 1. Whether it was Hamil Porter tweaking his hamstring last year. You know, a lot of these, like, it's like, come on now. But going into another humongous game and y'all beat up again, like it's a common theme. Where's the adjustments going to come from? That's the question. Like, okay. And constantly you have to adjust the last in this league. Bill Belichick wouldn't have been successful, you know, as he was without adjustments. Rest in peace to Lenny Wilkins. You know, he wouldn't have been successful and won as many games he did as a coach without making adjustments and evolving with the times in sports and medicine, and, you know, allowing yourself to listen to your player's body. Obviously, the Lions are doing something wrong, and a lot of things wrong, and they're not making the adjustments. And I don't even think they're attempting to make the adjustments. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Everything inside the link tree. I appreciate the love and support. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Support me on all the platforms I'm producing on. Every last one of them should be in the link tree. Just hit that first link in the description wherever I'm producing content at. Appreciate everybody to support me across multi-platforms. Peace.